Here's the first pitch to him. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Oof, and we are in for some tough conditions tonight. 41 degrees at game time. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there. Manning is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty. And I think one of the keys for him is he gets ahead in the count early. You'll know if he's on when he gets strike 1, strike 2 early on, and then he expands the zone, has great command of his pitches, and has a knack for making hitters chase pitches out of the strike zone.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
The 2-2. Pitch is popped up. Crone has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up of the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. 0-1 pitch on its way. Ball 1 taken just off the inside.
1-1.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Jones is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A's are gone in order. It's the A's nothing. Tigers coming up. Major League Baseball on the show. Johnny Cueto is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Johnny Cueto's an interesting guy, man. Has a funky delivery. We call it the shimmy or the shake. He turns his back kind of Louis Tion style, throws from a lot of different arm angles, but his stuff is good. 93 to 96 miles an hour, good changeup and a good hard slider. The key with Johnny Cueto, keeping his pitch count down early on in the game.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
And it's 2-1 to the Tigers leadoff hitter.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Cueto sets his sights. 2-1 on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Profile is there. Throw to first is in time for the first out. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man in the 6th spot can keep it going. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the infielder / utility man, Ronald Torreyes. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel Cabrera, no one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to their DH here tonight. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Olsen is there, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Matt Olson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
So digging in now, Alex Dickerson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball one. Dickerson, a former San Francisco Giant, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
This pitch is popped up, and this is taken in for the second out.
Batting sixth, the second baseman, Jurickson Profar.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. First delivery to him on the way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Popped straight up. And no one will track it down. Ready with another 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now to the plate, C.J. Cron, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
C.J. Cron.
Cueto sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Line drive to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Oh, and a highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort like that.
Stepping in now, Nico Goodrum. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 6, the left fielder, number 50.
Standing in, number 50. The early season numbers look very good as he is up over 400 here to begin the campaign.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
And this one misses inside. A ball he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Darwell.
Stepping in, Darwell Lugo comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. From the stretch. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. A runner on first with 2 away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Here now the 2-2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Fegley finds it, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Detroit. We'll move to the third with no score. Standing in, Josh Fegley. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
It's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here comes the first pitch. Slow little grounder left side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8, the center fielder, number 22.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Ramon Laureano, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
A rare 3-0 curveball drops in, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed. A full count now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Striding into the box, Eric Campbell, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball just inside. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
2-0.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he swings right through it there. 2-1.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
And the 2-1. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back. Just missed that one, fouled that one off really hard.
And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Third inning, no score to this point. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with one away.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Back to the top of the order now. And the exciting middle infielder Franklin Barreto bats next. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
1-1 to Franklin Barreto.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. One there on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
In now, Marcus Semien. Pitch is popped up. Grenier is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Grayson Grenier as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The catcher, Grayson Grenier.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano is in pursuit. He's there and records the first out.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, Victor Reyes.
Digging in the switch hitter, Victor Reyes. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here comes the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. One and one the count now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. This is pulled into right. Dickerson back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, the center fielder, Jacoby Jones.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jacoby Jones. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
It's down for extra bases, and the Tigers have their first hit of the game. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Ronald Torrey is the next to bat. He swings and grounds it to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Boy, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Cabrera is creeping up on what's going to be a very exciting milestone achievement, and the entire baseball world will be watching him closely as he does so. 500 career homers is right around the corner.
Matty, it's all he's thinking about, and he should be thinking about it. He's been so great, a future Hall of Famer, no doubt about it, and the game will shut down and give him a standing ovation when he hits that 500th homer.
Ready with the 1-2, and the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Tigers strand a pair. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Ready for another chance? Matt Chapman.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And the pitch. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. The 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. The 1-2. Hit to third. Lugo fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. First pitch on its way. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already. So he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, the right fielder, Alex Dickerson.
Now at the plate, Alex Dickerson. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. A's are gone in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Here's C.J. Cron now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The Tigers, the first baseman, C.J.
Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hard ground ball to third. Chapman brings it in, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Tigers, the shortstop, Nico Goodrum.
Into the box, Nico Goodrum. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
3-0 now.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Into the box now, number 50, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Oh, 2, here it comes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Goodrum stands at first with 1 out. And he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Scooped up on the backhand. A bare hand for 1. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. Tigers failed to make any noise through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
For the Athletics.
Thank you, Heidi.
Baseman, Jurickson Profar.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Still 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now. 3-2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box, Josh Fegley, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jones has a beat on it, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the fifth. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here it comes. Big slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Laureano, a 25-year-old, he was a 16th round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
The 2-1. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good.
Stepping in now, Eric Campbell, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Swing and a ground ball to third. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. Home half of the fifth coming up, and we still have no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
For the Tigers.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The third baseman, Darwell.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Cueto's ready. 1-1 pitch on its way. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-2. And it's fouled away.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Once again, a 3-2. And another foul ball. Weakly hit towards first. Olson gloves it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The catcher, number 17, Grayson Griner.
Into the box now, Grayson Grenier. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Slow roller down the third baseline. Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single.
Now batting.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Stepping into the box, Victor Reyes, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loved to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled straight back. The 0-1 pitch. A ball and a strike.
Lane 11, 1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Up next for the Tigers, the center fielder, Jacoby.
So back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Jacoby Jones. He doubled his last time through. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pops this one up. Olson has room in foul territory. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we still have no score. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Franklin Barreto. He'll be the one to start things out for Oakland in their half of the 6th inning.
Barreto.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reyes on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Digging in, Marcus Semien. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pitch is popped up. Crone in foul ground, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Digging in once again, Matt Chapman. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We are still scoreless. At the plate, Ronald Torreyes. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Tigers, the second baseman, Ronald.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Torreyes.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The 0-1 delivery. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
Cueto sets his sights. 1-2 on its way. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with...
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
Now at the plate, Miguel Cabrera. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch on its way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out.
The first baseman, number 25, C.J. Crone.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, C.J. Crone. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. That finds the zone, a called strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Still no score. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Olson. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ripped down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Next up for the A's, Alex Dickerson. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out.
That's
2 balls and a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. 3-1 now.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
The 3-1 pitch. Line down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. The second for 1 on the first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone, and if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Here's Jurickson Profar. He grounds it sharply to third. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Nothing doing there for the A's, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Stepping up now, Nico Goodrum. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Cueto gets the sign. Here he comes 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
The 2-2 one more time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, number 50. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
1-2 to count.
One out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here now the 2-2. To third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, the third baseman, Darrell Lugo.
So stepping in, Darrell Lugo. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Count now a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Chopper to short. Simeon's there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. We are still scoreless. So coming to the plate, Josh Fegley. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Eduardo Jimenez is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 66. Eduardo Jimenez.
Ramon Laureano will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. First pitch on its way. Time, strike one.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all away, and he was going to zone him up.
Now the 0-1. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. This is grounded foul. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Popped him up. Torreyes calls for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Our line score there says it all to this point, or if you prefer, it doesn't say anything. Nothing our score, as you start to wonder if anyone's going to play to run in this one. Ready once again, Eric Campbell. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Jones has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Franklin Barreto.
Striding forward now is the DH, Franklin Barreto. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. The set and the 1-1. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Jimenez stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
Got 3, and the potential go-ahead run left on base. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we still have no score. Next for the Tigers, Grayson Greenier. A hit and 2 tries
Tigers.
for him so far.
The catcher, Grayson Greenier.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Victor Reyes.
In now, Victor Reyes. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Hey, that's a perfect job of execution right there, taking everything into account. I think he caught them off guard right there, laying that bunt down, and now he sets up as the possible go-ahead run.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout, and that'll signal the end for Johnny Cueto. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Lou Trevino enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Lou Trevino.
Jacoby Jones will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Here comes the first pitch. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Here comes the 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Fouled off. All even now, 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
In now, Ronald Torreyes, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
That's a great pitcher right there. You can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Miguel Cabrera, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano moves over. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Tigers strand a pair. Still no score. Coming to the plate now, Marcus Semien. And his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth. He's set. Here it comes. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0. Line towards center field. On a base hit. So a great start to the ninth as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to kick off the inning.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run.
Mateo.
Stepping in now, Matt Chapman, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. The 1-1 pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Up next for Oakland, the first baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Matt Olson is one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner back in standing. The 0-1. Smoked on the ground left side, and that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, boys. Through the 5.5, the old Tony Gwynn hole. And a nice piece of base running. Guy on second is able to let that ball, see it go through, and then advance up to third.
Number 6 will come on now and pinch run here.
Now running at first for the Athletics, number 6.
Settling in now, Alex Dickerson, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's the first pitch. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0. And this will be fouled away. Runners are at first and third, one away. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Just hung in there on that one. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second just because he took the first one that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he will look at a called third strike. And that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with 2 away now.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games. So this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, Jurickson Profar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he bats in a big spot here. Go ahead run at third, 2 men out. The set and the 1-0. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Goodwin onto the grass. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Daniel Stump takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Into the box, Josh Fegley, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And there's the first strike, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
The 2-2 pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Two men are on with two men out. To short. Reined in. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the A's 1 and the Tigers nothing. Jorge Mateo will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 57.
Number 6 will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now at first base, number 6.
Blake Trinan comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Blake Trinan.
So here's the cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Career against Blake Trinan. He's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats. He's also hit 3 home runs. Drilled down the line. On to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting.
And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Into the box now, Nico Goodrum. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now the 2-0. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. The 3-0. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
So striding forward now, number 50. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. In there, a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run. So he waited till the ninth inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there for strike one.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
The 0-1 delivery. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Tying and winning runs on base here with one big out. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
1-2.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Tying and winning runs on base here with one big out. Now a line drive to left center field, and it's going to get down for the base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and they have tied it in the bottom of the ninth. And he'll get there at third, and now the winning run's only 90 feet away with just one out.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. The 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Shot back up the middle. That ball's down, and in comes the winning run. And the winning run is across to score.
And you know, these guys take their cue from their manager. He doesn't panic, so they don't panic. They just put those hard hats on and then go to work. They manufactured a couple of runs, and this game is theirs. That was a fun game.
Solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Detroit Tigers came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Daniel Stump claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome, everyone. A very happy Easter to you from all of us here at Inside the Show. Let's recap how Saturday's games played out. Starting in the American League Central, the Detroit Tigers got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 7-5. The Boston Red Sox only allowed 2 hits in the game as they pulverized the Twins 7-0. The Indians held their opponent to just 2 hits as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Royals 1-0. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Tampa Bay Rays combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 6-1. The Orioles grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 9-2. Lance Lynn earned his 4th win out of the bullpen as Texas got the victory over Oakland 4-3. The Seattle Mariners defeated the visiting Angels 7-6. The Braves amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Mets 10-7. The Milwaukee Brewers took down the Fish in Miami 6-2. The Nationals totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 8-6. The Chicago Cubs allowed only 5 hits in the game as they sank the visiting Buccos 4-1. The St. Louis Cardinals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros 5-4. The Reds picked up 14 hits in total as they toppled the Rockies 8-2. Didi Gregorius was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Diamondbacks took care of the Padres 14-7. The San Francisco Giants combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 3-2. And that's the show for today. Once again, have a very happy Easter, everyone.
Afternoon baseball for your viewing pleasure on a fine Sunday between the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Matt Manning is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Detroit. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He will lead this one off today.
For the White Sox, the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row? Nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up, and they'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
And Charlie Tilson now comes forward. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Yoan Moncada is on deck. He bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Top of the first just underway here in Motown. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A ball and no strikes. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Is strike two swinging. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. It's the White Sox nothing. Tigers coming up. Back after this on MLB Network. Number 84 will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up.
Jacoby Jones. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
2-0 now. Three and 0 now. Ronald Torreyes is on deck. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. He's got 3 hits in 6 tries for the series. From the belt, the pitch. In there, strike 1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
Jones stands at second with no outs. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. To first. Vaughn is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. And now we look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. He's having a good series against these guys so far. He's been a huge factor, particularly driving in runs. He's already driven in 5 in this series so far. So clutch situations with guys on base, this is the guy to watch.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third.
Man, this guy's going to get a nickname with the word wild in it if he keeps this up. That's his second wild pitch of the game, and this one cost him a run. Not sure if he got a cleat stuck out there or what, but this one wasn't anywhere near the zone.
Bases are empty, one man out. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Full count, 3-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Tilson on the move. He can't get there as it falls in.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field
Batting
line.
fourth.
Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
2 balls and a strike to C.J. Cron. The 2-1 is taken for strike 2. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Fouled away. The next 3-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter's in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
In now, Niko Goodrum, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Goodrum comes in at 6'3" tall and bats from both sides of the plate. He was taken in the second round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
2 out with the man at first. A strike, and it's 3-1. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. next for Chicago. Eloy Jimenez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 74.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a solo home run for Eloy Jimenez. Second home run early in the year as the White Sox have come back to tie it at 1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Here's Jonathan Scope
the
now.
Second baseman, Jonathan.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Scope, who's nicknamed Mamba, he's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 2-2 offering. So a full count now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he fouls this one off. Hit on the ground to short. Goodrum comes up with it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers.
Number 15.
And let's focus on former Triple Crown winner Miguel Cabrera. He's dabbled all over the diamond from outfield to third base and has seemed to have found a home at first base. Everybody who plays this game wants to get a knock, to get on first base, to just be able to pick his brain on how he goes about it.
Ready now for the White Sox, Kristen Stewart, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And the pitch. And a ball 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. One out, nobody on.
Zero.
1-2. Ball 2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close. Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box now, Andrew Vaughn. Back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. There's one on the Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the one.
Batting it, the catcher, Wellington Castillo.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and into bat next, the catcher Wellington Castillo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. 1-1 the count to Wellington Castillo. The 1-1, and it's fouled away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Sox able to tie things up on the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. All even now at 1-1. Ready now, number 50. He comes into this April contest as one of the hottest hitters in the league. His season average up into the high 300s now.
Yeah, he's been swinging it pretty well over the last 10 games or so. Well over 300, and he's someone to watch in this one here.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. Fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his own, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Count remains full. Another full count offering on its way. And he finally puts him away here as he strikes him out after an 11 pitch at bat.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And let's take a look at Jonathan Schoop, another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn to double play at 6'2", 200+ pounds, and move over to third base with a rocket arm.
Stepping up to the plate, Darwin Lugo. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. First pitch on its way. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The 0-1 delivery. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Snatched out of midair at first base for route number 2.
Batting it, the right fielder, Victor Reyes.
Coming to the plate now, Victor Reyes. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Flipped out the other way towards short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We've played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1. Digging in, Leury Garcia. And he'll start out their half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow.
Number 28, Leury.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. In his career, Garcia hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Tim Anderson, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He hit the ball hard but lined out to start the ball game. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Charlie Tilson waits on deck. Three and one. Here it is. Right side hit hard, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Into the box, Charlie Tilson. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Garcia on second. Anderson at first with no outs. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-0. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Yohan Moncada. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Ready with the 0-1. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Standing in now, Eloy Jimenez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. He's set. The 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. The White Sox strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. Is a fastball taken high for a ball.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
The 3-1 pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Digging in to try it again, Jacoby Jones. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Into the box now, Ronald Torreyes. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that's in there, base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now 3-1.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Stepping in now, Miguel Cabrera, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. This is flared right back over the mound. One there. Back to first, and that'll take care of Cabrera. It's a double play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
Digging in for his second at-bat, C.J. Cron. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. The 1-2. Is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
3-2, full count. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Tigers 3 and the White Sox 1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Jonathan Schoaf comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now here's the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. To 2-2 now. And he struck him out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Yanked fouled off to the right.